me Dan Drawbow. Dan is from UPMC, and I'm very excited to have him here with me today to talk about big data and UPMC. So first of all, Dan, can you tell me about UPMC's mission?
UPMC's mission is really life-changing medicine. Our focus is on healthcare and how to improve the health of the population, of individuals, of every individual that comes into UPMC treated with the best of care.
Wow. So, and you are the CIO at UPMC.
Yes, CIO.
So, gosh, when you were growing up, going to college, thinking about going into technology, did you ever think that that would be a role that would intersect with something as personal as medical care?
Yeah, it's actually interesting. I actually thought of it at a very young age. My mother had experienced breast cancer whenever I was 6 years old, and then again whenever I was 23. So I knew biomedical engineering is where I wanted to devote myself and my attention, and it's been a lifelong passion.
Oh, that is so interesting. I don't think that was not the answer I expected, right? So tell me then, how does big data intersect with what you do and with personalized medicine at UPMC?
Yeah, well, what's happening in healthcare, there's a data explosion. We've all heard about the electronic health record, which used to be, going back 5 years ago, was on paper for the most part. Now we have electronic data on every patient that comes into the health system.
Mm-hmm.
But the cost of genetic sequencing now is at a point of where within the next 3 years we'll probably be doing genetic sequencing on every patient.
Wow.
So combining the electronic health record data, phenotype data with the genetic data is causing a data explosion, and the only way to process that amount of data is with analytics. And the interesting part with the analytics is that it's moving to real-time data.
Mm-hmm.
So now with medical devices and monitors, we as individuals will be wearing different medical devices that tell us our genetic makeup and how it's impacting our health. So
Wow.
we see it as revolutionary in healthcare right now.
Right. So interesting. So tell me, can you kind of give me an example for folks who aren't too familiar with how this works, what the end result is for a patient of being able to look at all that data?
I think for the patient, for the first time, they'll know if they're predisposed to a given disease or a given condition. Let's say, for example, diabetes. If you know your family history and that genetically you're predisposed to it, then you'll hopefully begin to address your diet and how you take care of yourself and your blood sugar levels. And so even before you've been diagnosed, you know that you have a higher risk of the disease. So I see it where individuals will begin to understand their genetic makeup and actually change their behaviors based upon that knowledge.
Okay, so you're really talking about preventative medicine.
It's preventative. I also feel with the data that's out there, the information that's being created, new cures for given diseases will be a result. No doubt in my mind that we'll see new treatments and new medications and cures for diseases that we've never had before.
Interesting. Now, I heard that you're also opening a Center for Innovative Science. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, what the Innovative Science Center is focused on, so on the healthcare side, UPMC is obviously with 7 million patients that we have treated over the years. In addition to that, now with the genetic information, we feel that there are cures that can be found in healthcare that were never could be identified before.
Uh-huh.
And so around the Innovative Science Center is really a research engine through the University of Pittsburgh that takes the clinical data, the genetic data, and begins to develop with pharmaceutical companies and other companies really medications that address life-changing medicine.
Right. Interesting. Now, I also just heard that you recently won an award.
Yeah,
Can you
we
tell me a little bit
yeah,
about that?
we
Yes.
feel very very honored. Information Week ranked us #1 in every industry in regards
Wow.
to innovation. So it's exciting for us.
That really is very interesting.